Okay. The competition beasts are back. I'm Logan. Over there is Daniel. And this is your favorite podcast, guys. We're here to finish Survivor 43. And then that's it. We're giving up the podcast. We're donating it to charity.
Oh, I wish that were true.
Really?
This one, yeah.
I want to say next season's better, but I think it's worse. I think I've been saying that every season. But I think next season's the one that I actually thought was this season.
Oh, well, it had a gay dad climbing a mountain and he falls down the mountain.
Who else did it have?
There was a very enthusiastic little dwarf, and he was like, "Oh, welcome to Survivor. We're gonna do
Oh,
it."
that's how it
And
ended. I loved
yeah,
that. That was
yeah.
hilarious. I want to see
Uh,
Jeff and poop in the woods.
right, right,
I'm so
right.
excited.
That's all I
Why'd
have
you
to
think he was
say.
a dwarf?
Oh, he just looked like sort of like a little Buddha fellow.
I think maybe he was just very round.
Yeah, very round.
His width matches his height. That doesn't mean that he's a dwarf.
Yeah.
Well, who else was there?
I just remember the gay dad and oh, there
Somebody
was
you
one.
know.
Really? Who?
She was on the Traders, and her name is Carolyn.
Oh, Carolyn.
She had a
Oh, I
confessional,
did
like I'm
see
touching the
her.
sand
I
and the
did see
rocks,
her.
and
Yeah. That Carolyn. Carolyn was there, and there was like one sort of cute brunette girl.
okay, all
Mhm.
right, all right. Well, we're not there yet. We're
All
still
right, all right, all right, all right.
these players, these Survivor 43 players are tuning in. Like, I can't wait to hear what Logan and Daniel have to say about
They're
us.
gonna
And
be
then we're talking
pissed.
about 44
They
already.
hated when Jeff did that,
Yeah, Jeff's like, I'm sorry, but we gotta throw it the 44 preview.
and then Owen was like, "Can I get some more za?"
Did he say that?
Yeah.
I think I remember that in the moment. All right. What a crazy last few episodes. Gabler won. I got a text from Daniel saying Cassidy got hosed.
Yeah, he didn't respond to it because he hasn't
I
responded to my text in days.
was happy to get that text though, because coming into the season, I know that you weren't a fan of Cassidy
Well, I wasn't a
from her
fan of
challenge.
anybody.
Well, you just seen her on the challenge previously, and you didn't
Yeah, but
like
I
her very
like
much.
barely remembered her. Oh my God, the challenge 40. I have 3 episodes left. It is such a good season.
Great season.
Anyway, uh, yeah.
Cassidy.
Cassidy deserves to win. Gabler, come on, what are we doing?
Yeah, but watching the season back, you sort of pick up on some things. We'll get through it in these last few episodes. But he has a one of my favorite sort of winner quotes of all time
Does he?
in episode 12. Yeah.
Is he? So who? They said he's the second oldest winner. Is the oldest Bob Crowley?
Yeah. He's older than Tina. I guess when Tina won, you said
Tina
she
was
was like
40.
35. Yeah.
Yeah,
So yes. Yeah.
Tina was my age basically.
And I think Tom was probably older. I think Tom was 40
Who's
around.
Tom?
Tom Westman.
Oh, Tom Westman. Yeah.
He was around
Yeah, he
40.
he was prematurely white haired, but he was in his 40s.
I think 40 exactly on one of the seasons he played. I can't remember Palau or Heroes Villains.
Probably below.
Yeah, because yeah, right.
Yeah,
Anyway, so episode 11, we'll get it's called Hiding in Plain Sight. I forgot who said that quote. I usually like to get that, but
I know you do.
Owen was stealing Spencer Bledsoe's whole bit. Remember? I don't know if this was on the show or podcasting. I think it was on the show though, where Spencer's whole thing was like, I'm Charlie Brown and the football
Oh
keeps getting
yeah,
pulled
I
out.
think that was on the show.
Now Owen's trying to do that. Like, I'm Charlie Brown and the football. I'm like,
Yeah,
you can't
he
do
brings
that.
that up twice, and not only that, but at one of the tribal councils, he references Spencer.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
he says when
The
he gets
zero
zero
finalist.
votes, like there are plenty of great Survivor players that got 0 votes at the end. He references Spencer and Tasha, and he references Stephen Fishback.
First and last name. That's right.
Yeah, not
He'd
not
only
even first name. I think he only says Fishback.
wow. He
Yeah.
did it. That was a weird season. He only went by Fishback for some reason. But I didn't like that very much. And we should call him Raymond though, not Spencer. Um,
Oh,
so
I'm not doing that.
I know you're not. Cassidy,
Is that one of my edgelord opinions, Logan?
a little bit, a little bit, yeah.
Fuck you.
And that you call it X. You're like the only person that calls it X. So that's a little bit of an edgelord thing.
It's
You
not an
follow
egg.
Elon's rules.
No, I like calling things what they actually are.
You don't call Raymond Raymond. That's his name. You pick and choose what you want to call their actual names.
He's a TV character to me. He's not a person. So he's Spencer.
I think of Survivor players as Survivor players more than TV characters.
I don't. When I went to Rob Has a Podcast live, like it was amazing to me. It was like, oh my God, some of my favorite TV characters are here.
Angel's gonna come out
Look,
soon.
there's Parvati. Holy fuck.
Who all did you see there?
Um,
You probably can't remember. You're so
I
drunk.
I wasn't. I was sober at this time.
Oh shit.
I don't remember. I remember Parvati because that like blew my mind. Uh,
You probably still
Steven was
close your eyes and
there.
picture it.
Rob Sesternino was there. I know that.
You don't say.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't remember who else.
That's crazy. What
Yeah.
year?
It was episode 2 of San Juan del Sur.
Okay, so probably a lot of people from the last couple seasons from
Yeah.
Cagayan.
Yeah,
Spencer might
yeah.
have been there.
Spencer might have been there.
I bet he probably was. Um, all right, so basically the reason Cassidy loses, not the only reason, because a lot of people voted for Gabler, but she loses Carla here. And Carla initially is the one who starts coming after Cassidy. And it's bullshit that Carla doesn't vote for Cassidy. I didn't like it in the moment and I hate it now. It's she's a hypocrite
Oh, John Fincher was there because he was with Parvati at the time.
in marriage.
Yeah.
Marriage.
I don't know if they were married, but they were together.
They eventually got married and had a little baby.
And then he was a dick. Now she's a lesbian.
Did he like beat her?
I think he may have struck her in some fashion. Yeah.
He's my least favorite person walking the earth right now.
Yeah. Who does that? Fuck you.
I better not. John Fincher, I better not see you in a dark alley.
Yeah.
I almost called him David Fincher. Uh, so, but Carla, she's like, Cassidy knows about my idol. I told her about my idol. Maybe I got to get Cassidy out because she's the only one who knows.
Yep.
And it sort of gets around to Cassidy. So fuck you, Carla. I've always felt that way, and now I get to say it on a podcast. So there we
Wow.
go.
Wow.
There we go.
I will say Carla by the end was pretty fucking unlikable to me.
Mhm. She thought she was the main character of the show, and if she
Yeah.
didn't win, her nobody could win. That was good. So the boat shows up. It says, "Hey, there's an advantage in the jungle. Go." I always love that. That's always very cool. The words "go."
Yeah.
Everyone just starts like takes off, and it gets to a point. Loved this where Cody is talking to Gabler, and then mid conversation finds it up
This
on the
was
tree.
great. This
One of the
was
best
great.
moments of the season.
I thought it is. Honestly, these last few episodes were pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, so he's talking to him like next to the tree. And I thought that was gonna be the moment where it's like he's right there and he misses it, you know?
We get the flash when he walks away, like, oh, he just
Yeah,
missed it.
I know. Like he literally has his hand on the tree and he
Yeah,
misses it, but then he spots it mid conversation and he handles it really well.
it's
Like
super
he's
impressive.
super subtle with it.
Yeah, I love that part.
Yeah, yeah, and he manages to grab it off the tree.
And
Cody's great.
he's probably my favorite from the
He's
season.
got a little bit of like a Russell Hantz accent.
He's from, they say, Idaho, and then he moved to Hawaii. So I wonder why he would have a
I don't know.
Louisiana,
It feels
Texas accent.
Louisiana-y to me.
Yeah. I don't know what his accent is. I've never heard anything like it, kind of. He's a weird guy.
Might just
I,
be an affectation, but
I
I
would have
don't.
loved if he was on 50. He would have been a good choice. I told you that there was somebody that was talked about more than him, and that's
Who?
Jesse. Jesse was like the one from this season that people
Oh,
really wanted.
I can see that.
He had
He's
the
a
big
bit.
move. He has the story, his
Yeah, yeah.
family.
He's that guy. Like I don't know, all the famous players like Sesternino, who like went out like right before the finals.
Kelly Wentworth, all those
Yeah,
people.
Kelly
Um,
Wentworth
people loved Kelly Wentworth coming out of that
didn't
season.
deserve to be in the same breath.
Coming out of that season, people
I
really loved.
never liked Kelly Wentworth.
You never
My
liked
problem
her?
with Kelly Wentworth was she's not funny at all.
She's not funny at all.
Yeah.
That's a great point. What's the funniest thing Kelly Wentworth ever did? She's really not funny. She's like painfully unfunny
Yeah, she's painfully unfunny and she tries to be funny at any given moment. What's
because
funny? Sneaky, sneaky? No, it's not funny.
it's a great point. She tries to be funny because she's a fan of RHAP and
Right.
Rob is very funny. And so she feels
Exactly.
like that's like the Survivor
Right.
brand. So
The
she tries to
super
be
fan
funny.
thing to do is be funny,
And she's not
but
funny.
she is not funny.
I thought of another fallen, they call them fallen angels. Suri, obviously, in Micronesia, goes out in
Sure.
third place.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Fair play. We think fair play would have won.
Fair play. I don't know if he would have won, but he definitely deserves to be
I
in
like
that
to live in that world
conversation.
where fair play wins.
Okay.
I think he could
Okay.
have won.
He could
That
have.
that
No,
jury
he
was weird. I don't know.
there
I
were a
think
lot of
Lil
people
might
on
have
that
beaten.
jury that actually really liked fair play, and they didn't know about the dead grandma thing yet.
True, but he would have been dumb and revealed it. I
Maybe,
lied, and then they would have not
maybe he
voted
would
for him.
have.
Like, wasn't that impressive, guys? I lied, and they're like,
Yeah.
I don't want to vote for you.
You're gross.
Yeah. And so
You would have gotten Burton's vote.
Burton for sure, and probably Sandra. I don't think Sandra votes for Lil, who got voted out.
I think you're right. If it's fair play and Lil in the final two, I think fair play wins.
I think so too. But there's also a world where Lil beats Fair Play
Ugh, I don't want to live in that world.
because we saw her not beat Sandra, but there's a world where she could beat Fair Play. It's the choose your champion advantage. Cody gets to pick. Not only can he win immunity, but he can bet on somebody basically. I
Yeah.
liked this. I thought this was pretty cool.
And then his chances are doubled because two people win.
Seriously. But I have a complaint here. They don't read who he bet on until after the votes and before the votes are read. So basically, no one's going to vote for him anyway because he could have voted for the person. Like they don't know going into tribal council. So who in their right mind is going to vote for Cody not knowing? It's the fear of the unknown, you know?
Mm,
So they should have said at some point who he voted for. Holding that off until tribal council guarantees his safety. Sort of
yeah.
crazy, but whatever.
Um. You know how you always ask me what challenges I think I'd be good at?
Not this one.
No, this one.
This seems like the craziest challenge of all time.
I can do this.
How can anyone be at home and be like, I got this one. This is the one that I could do.
I'm really good at this sort of shit. I don't panic in
Who
situations like that.
who has ever done that? Tried to
I
stay calm while the tide is rising and splashing above you
I can
while
do
trying to
that.
go.
I think it would be really calming.
Oh, that's like the least calming thing I can think of.
Not
This
for
is a
me, man.
amazing take. This is the edgelordiest take you've ever had. That last gasp would be calming. I've literally never heard that. By the way, how many times do you think we've done this?
A few.
I think
Like
I looked it up, and
six.
this is like the fourth one.
Yeah.
It's so memorable, but we've done it so few times. Like basket brawl. Remember they used
Yeah,
to
I
do
love
that one?
basketball. Well, I there was this whole era of Survivor where the challenges were really physical, and
Schmergen
it
brawl.
only lasted for like a few years. It was like from like I don't know China
Through
until
Samoa.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It was a great era.
Yeah, I
Survivor was
know,
awesome.
I know.
It's still good. Cody has a line I've never heard before. I've never heard anybody say this phrase. I got a smile so big I can taste the earwax.
Yeah, I never heard that either, but I enjoyed it.
I've heard like grin from ear to ear, right? But a
Mhm.
smile so big I can taste the earwax is such a phrase. Way to go, Cody. And then we get to the challenge, last gasp. And yeah, Owen and Carla last over the, they
Right,
beat
the
the
tide's
tide, basically.
lowering, so there's no point in doing it
In the
anymore.
past, though, in a 39-day season where we could afford to lose some hours in a day, you'd get the part where Andrea and Brenda stand on one leg. They're like, all right, let's we beat the challenge. Now let's stand on one leg to make it even harder. They don't do that here. Like, now let's do it with only holding one arm on the thing. We just cancel the challenge. We're like, all right, you guys beat the challenge. Now you both win immunity because we have to go to tribal council tonight or else it throws off the whole cycle of days, you know? Like the production of the show ruined this challenge. What could have been an awesome thing.
There's literally nothing good about the production cycle anymore.
I agree. I do agree with that. But it is what it is. And Cassidy got third place. Shout out to Cassidy. She lasted 2 hours too.
Yeah, she did well.
Very well. And then so Carla, she's like, let's get Cassidy out. And then Jesse decides, oh, she wants Cassidy out. Let's keep Cassidy and vote out Sammy, who she really likes even more than Cassidy at this point. So pretty good plan. But the thing is, we're gonna have her vote on Cassidy's to like cause up some drama a little bit. But then she gets wind of the whole thing when Sammy's like, all right, all the votes are on me. I'll just play my shot in the dark. He sort of blows the cover, but it would have been fun. But that's what happens is we go to tribal council and Sammy plays his shot in the dark and he fails. And I have to tell you something. This is the sixth fail, and it's supposed to be a 1 in 6 shot, but it was a 0 in 6 shot. That's crazy. We went all the 6 times and it didn't happen. I'll tell you who did it. Tell me if you remember these people: Sydney, Zach, Mariah, Swati, Tori, Sammy.
I remember Sydney.
That's it. You remember Swati? I remember you liked Swati. And Tori. Tori was like the blonde mean girl, sort of a little bit last season.
They're
With
all gone.
Roxroy.
They're all gone.
Yeah, fair enough. Sydney, you like. Sydney's gonna be on an upcoming season of the challenge.
Oh yeah, good.
Yeah.
The season 41.
I don't know if it's that or a spin-off version.
Okay. Not sure we're doing spin-off versions anymore.
USA and stuff we don't do.
I don't know. I feel like the ratings are down on the challenge, and we're just gonna do the challenge once a year.
That sucks. I like the all-stars and stuff.
Me too. Me too.
By the way, all the votes went on Sammy. So if Sammy correctly played his shot in the dark, I think they would have done a revote. And with Carla being safe, I think Cassidy goes home in this spot. Because I think Cassidy's move would have been Carla has an idol. Let's vote out Carla on this revote because she can't play it. But with Carla being safe, I think Jesse and Cody and Owen and Gabler, I think they would all just like let's decide vote out Cassidy.
You're
So
probably right.
the spot there, like Cassidy got lucky. Cassidy got lucky a few times, but you got to get lucky in Survivor.
Especially this Survivor.
Exactly. There's so much luck involved. Episode 12, telenovela. Carla said that.
Telenovela.
Yeah, she was like, if you want to turn this into a telenovela,
Telenovela.
let's fucking do it.
You really pronounced it.
Yeah, you got to. You can't half-ass it, or else you
You
turn
did
into
just
me.
now.
Yeah, exactly. So Owen, he says, "Hey Cassidy, Carla was after you last round," and Cassidy's like, "What? I don't believe you." So she goes to Carla like, "Hey Carla, were you after me last round?" And Carla's like, "No, what? Go ask Jesse." And so Cassidy goes to ask Jesse, and Jesse says, "Yeah, she was totally after you."
Definitely.
That was a great moment. Oh, man. I thought that was an awful moment from Carla telling Jesse how bad she just lied to Cassidy. Like, oh, I'm so
Yeah.
exhausted from lying to her so well.
Carla was a mess by the end of the.
She lost her
run.
marbles.
How about her at that challenge? Is that this episode?
Yeah, possibly.
Her
No, I think
fucking
the next episode.
hand goes numb. Her
I've never
fucking
seen that.
foot drops out. Like he breaks her ankle. It's fucked up.
They did her a favor voting her out when they did.
Yeah.
Put her out of her misery. Put her out to pasture. I say that because this is a reward for pastries. And pasture is kind of like
Good
pastries.
job.
And I was looking at pastries when I said that. That let you in the mind of me right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Scary place, guys. You don't want to be there. So this challenge is fun challenge. Person in the ball. You roll them, and then they tell you how to solve the puzzle.
Oh yeah.
Always love when
It's
this
sort
happens.
of like an American Gladiators challenge.
Okay. I always think of Russell Swan when I see this challenge. When he fainted,
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
that was in
was
this challenge.
incredible. And then he like prays to God after the chat. It's fucked up.
I don't remember. I think you might be
I'm not conflating too.
his when he came back for Philippines and he called Jeff God.
Oh, that is what I'm thinking of. So he did this in
This is Samoa
Okay,
when he fainted and got pulled from the game
got it.
because his eyes are like rolled back. And
Yeah,
Jeff's like,
I can
Russell,
picture
Russell,
it. Yeah.
scary.
Hmm.
But we split up into two teams. We've got Owen, Carla, and Cody with Owen in the ball. and they win. And then we have Cassidy, Jesse, and Gabler with Cassidy in the ball.
It was really fucking close.
It was a lot of these challenges have been really close this season,
Mm.
and sometimes it's editing, but sometimes you can really tell because they actually bring it up like later in the episode. I like one of
Well,
Owen's
you
call
know, they've all
outs.
been out there like a week and a half. They're fully fed. Like, I mean, they're
No,
gonna do fine at the challenges.
Gabler at one point is like trying to show Cassidy how good he is at fire, and he's about to pass out from how lightheaded he is.
Bullshit. He
You
was
think he's
not.
lying?
I think he was failing on the fire, and
That was an
he was like, no,
excuse.
the only reason is that yeah, it's bullshit.
Good for him though for having the balls to go in there, for still believing in himself. Even though I'm
Yeah,
lightheaded, I'm still gonna do it.
he knew he could do it. He fastest fire in fire making challenge history, evidently.
It's true. I wrote down the time later.
4:43.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
I'm wrong.
I think it was not that high of seconds.
4:16.
Do you want to get there?
Yeah.
All right. So we've got where's the fire? Fire, 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 fire. 4 minutes, 9 seconds.
Ah,
I knew it was a short second.
goddamn.
Yeah. Um, I loved one of Owen's call outs inside the ball. He was like, all right, 3 o'clock. Well, more like 2:30. As if that's gonna make any difference to these blindfolded people
Yeah.
who are probably facing two different directions as well. That is hilarious. Uh, by the way, Jeff let us know. I love when this happens toward the end of a Survivor season. Jeff says it's two from each original tribe. We have Cassidy and
Oh.
Carla, Jesse and Cody, and then Owen and Gabler. I love it more when it's like the final three in the final tribal council are from
Yeah,
different tribes.
I
That
like
didn't
that
happen,
too.
but this was a little fun. Gabler, here's Gabler's
What were
confessional.
Gabler and Cassidy? They were on the same tribe.
Yes,
All right. And then
Gabler, Cassidy, and Jesse. Oh no, you mean starting tribe?
oh no, Gabler and Owen were on the
Gabler
same
and
tribe.
Owen, Jesse and
Right, and
Cody
that tribe got like decimated, and Gabler and Owen just like survived.
survived. They lost Janine at the merge, and then they kept
Yeah.
going. No, I think Sammy was on their tribe too. Um,
Yes, yeah, that's right.
Gabler, here's his confessional of this, his winning confessional. He says, "The best assassin doesn't show up at the castle with an axe saying, 'I'm here to kill the king.' He or she slips into the kitchen, puts a vial of poison in the king's bowl, and leaves." That like explains his game perfectly. And it was all intentional. You can't say his game wasn't intentional because
No, no, he had a really good final tribe where he's able to talk through his game and explain it in easy terms to people who were hurt by it. And I mean that's what you got to do in that spot. I thought Cassidy kind of did too. I don't know what the fuck anyone was talking about when they were saying she should have put herself in the fire making challenge after winning the
I hate that.
final challenge. Who would do? No one should do that. If you do that, you're dumb.
Chris Underwood did it and he won Survivor. I
Oh,
think
fuck
that's what
off.
people are thinking
Well,
about.
Chris Underwood really needed to prove himself. He barely played the game.
Well, they think about that moment and they're thinking about Dominic when Dominic wins final immunity and doesn't put himself in against Wendell. If he goes in against Fire against Wendell, beats Wendell, then he wins the season. Instead, he let Wendell take out whoever got fourth place that season. And then he lost to Wendell.
I don't think Dominic's wrong for doing that either.
I don't think so. It was so close between him and Wendell in the
Yeah,
final tribal. You can't do that.
he's gonna be in 50, right?
No.
No,
Dominic was one of the weird people left out. We didn't know why.
that seems he feels like he should be there.
Seems like a mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know who we'd kick out. We probably talked about. I did that with podcast with Tim. Me and Tim talked about it.
Mm,
That's one of the things we did. And we didn't want you to listen because we spoiled future seasons.
right.
So I thought that was a great quote though from Gabler. So Cassidy basically, she's like, yeah, Carla does have an idol, and also Cody has an idol. So and then this is where Jesse comes up with the plan. Hey, let's tell them that we're going to vote elsewhere, and then we're going to get Cody's idol. I'm going to play it. It's going to scare Carla, and then we're going to vote out Cody, and then now Carla is free to do what we want with next round. Very smart. I feel like that's never really happened before. Probably because people don't give someone their idol to hold on to for that
By the
extended.
way, we just talked last week about how no one plays their idol for people other than themselves anymore. And
Mhm.
then the first episode we watched this week, Jesse plays his idol for Owen.
Exactly. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
remember that. I do think that that's the move. You can't steal Cody's idol and then play the idol on yourself. Then you're an asshole. I think. I think him doing it for Owen is a necessity. You have to do that.
Okay.
But good move, definitely. And then is that it? We get to, oh, when we go to the jury, Noelle, I had a quote or a note from Noelle. She said, $10 says not one idol is played. She said that to James. So I wanted to know if she paid James $10 or not. Because he like nodded, like, all right,
Yeah.
let's bet.
After the tribal, James is like, "All right, can you give me the $10? I need $10."
But his eye was like half closed.
Yeah.
Owen referenced Sandra. He's like calling out, he said, anybody but me.
Yeah.
I thought you'd like that. Uh,
The
so
Book of Sandra, he says.
peddling the book of Sandra. Yeah, he did say
Yeah.
that. Um, so I like that moment that handshake Cody and Jesse have after Cody gets voted out, and they stand up and they put their hand out and he shakes it, and the music swells. That was good. Anyway,
I can't fucking
damn.
these fucking
Any
flies.
final words on Cody? We're saying goodbye to Cody.
Wait, what did you say before this? Sorry, I was distracted. The music, this
The hand when they shake hands, like you don't know if he's gonna shake his hand or not when he's leaving, but then Cody shakes Jesse's hand and the music
yeah,
kicks in. It's a great
that
moment.
that was great.
I
There's
thought
another
so.
good music cue. It was during a challenge. Was it Last Gasp where Jeff was saying like this is old school Survivor or whatever, and then when he says that, the music kicks in and it goes. It's like the old ancient voices comes on just for like a second.
Yeah, I think that was that time.
That was good editing.
Yeah, that was good. I think we get better editing even in the future. So you'll be liking that. So that's Cody. And then we go to the final episode. It's called Snap Some Necks and Cash Some Checks. All right. And that was a Cody line. But I have a note here because they changed it. They didn't like exactly quote him. His quote is it's in the jury segment where the jury's talking about what the final three is going to have to do to earn their vote. And Cody says, you're going to have to snap some necks to cash that check. But their line
Oh,
is snap some necks and cash some checks. So I wonder why they couldn't take his quote as it was. I don't know.
they thought they came up with something better.
Crazy to think your brain is better than Cody's brain. I think you're dumb if you think that. So all right, we get tree mail. It's that we have a new advantage. The phrase, I didn't know what this phrase was about. I stand near the sea with a rock at my surface, long since lifeless, but not KNOT without
Yeah.
service. Spring to find me and reveal my purpose. That was dumb.
Well, listen, it may be dumb, but Owen and Carla both solved it. And then Carla snatches it right out from under Owen. Owen is the maddest he's ever been in his life.
I thought that was so performative, though. Didn't you?
I didn't actually. That felt to me like Owen was legitimately just like pissed. Like he like lost his mind for a second, and but he also knows he's on TV, so that's as far as he could let it go.
He feels a little bit like the Kelly Wentworth thing where he's doing the stuff he's seen survivors do, so he like wants to
One
do it
hundred percent,
a
one
little
hundred
bit. But I
percent.
like Owen. I think
So
Owen's
many. I feel like Survivor is just all Kelly Wentworths now.
oh, you're right. That's sad. They're
Yeah,
not as pretty though. I'm just kidding. Sorry to them.
Wentworth never did it for me, honestly.
Oh wow, I remember I loved Wentworth at the time. She was a big crush
Just
of mine.
really,
And then I found out she had a boyfriend at home. I was like, what the fuck? She got a boyfriend at home? What's this?
she never I never saw it with Kelly Wentworth. At the peak of her powers, I was like, what is everyone talking about?
Did you have a different crush at the time?
What season was that?
You know who you probably the Worlds Apart girl. What was her name? The girl one who raised her hand?
Shireen.
Shireen, she's on that season, but she goes out very early. Can't remember who you'd like that would be on that
Wentworth
season.
wasn't Wentworth on San Juan del Sur.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were other people I liked that season. I was a big fan of the
I'm
20s.
talking about second chances. Did you like people more than her? Because nobody had a crush on her in San Juan del Sur. She didn't leave that big a mark.
Oh, really?
A little bit
I
she
I
does.
feel like she kind of did, but yeah, in
Um,
Second Chances, I'm sure there were. Who
Oh,
else was on
Sierra.
that
You
season?
were a Sierra fan.
Yeah, but she goes out first, doesn't she?
No, they were in the same alliance. That's when she comes back for the
Oh, Game Changers.
Game Changers.
Yeah,
They had the
yeah.
Witches Coven
Oh
with Abby
yeah,
Maria that season.
yeah, that's right.
They were around for at
Yeah,
least the
I did
merge.
like Sierra
Oh, you know when
Easton.
Sierra goes out? I remember this very vividly. It was a double boot episode that took place on Thanksgiving. And I remember that because that was my mom's birthday that year. And I remember watching it. And it's the episode Jeremy saves Steven in the first half with his idol, and
Yeah,
Sierra goes home. And then the second half, they vote out Steven. Steven just goes out in the second half.
right.
So that was a sad night
Yeah, I wanted to be Sierra's baby daddy.
for second baby daddy, though. She already had one baby daddy.
No, no, I'm not like her baby. I guess I wanted to raise Sierra's bastard child.
Interesting.
Yeah,
The problem with that, though, is you have to deal with exes
I can deal with exes.
for 18 years.
I'm pretty good at antagonizing these motherfuckers.
You don't want to antagonize. That's how you end up dead. That's how people shoot somebody is you antagonize the
uh,
ex who's now you're raising the child.
yeah,
Have you ever heard of murder before?
I've heard of it.
That's how that happens. I just watched for some reason. I don't know why I did this. You know that guy Brian Koberger?
No.
Oh, he was like a serial killer. He like killed like four sorority girls a few years ago. He like broke in and stabbed them to death. Oh, I was watching Love Island and then it was like watch this other thing on Peacock about Brian Koberger's killings. And I was like, I hate myself. I'm gonna watch it. So I watched it. It was not very good. I'd probably give it 2 stars. Anyway, so we go to a reward challenge, immunity and reward challenge. Owen wins. He picks Cassidy. This is a puzzle. You cannot hide in a dangerous game. Do you like that?
Right. Yeah, I just watched a challenge uh puzzle that was really similar. It was
That phrasing was similar.
yeah, yeah. Who the fuck was it?
CT.
Oh, Michelle. It was Michelle knocking out Olivia.
Okay. I don't remember what that was.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm so much more invested in that right now.
She's a legend, though, Michelle. Absolutely love her.
Yeah.
So then,
A
so
Survivor legend.
that's right. Made it to. She's the only player who came back for Winners at War who's never been voted out. Isn't that something? She won her first season and then she made it all the way to Final Tribal. Amazing stuff. You were lagging. I couldn't tell where you were. So we go to
Final Tribal and Winners at War.
it was Tony, Michelle, and Natalie.
Wait. Winners at War. She was in Final Tribal.
You sound like shit. What
Tony, Michelle, and Natalie.
you sound so bad right now. Tony, Michelle, Natalie. Do you remember that? I don't even know if Daniel's here really anymore. Is he laying on his tummy?
Yeah.
The internet there is really bad. I don't know if you're gonna be able to stay there or not, honestly. This is rough. All right. I don't know if I'm editing this out or keeping this.
I switched to my hotspot.
All right. I don't know about this, but we'll see.
Do I sound better? Is this normal?
You don't sound very good, and you don't like you're lagging on the video part, which you don't usually do.
Really?
Yeah. Oh no, there you're good. Now you're moving okay.
I'm good?
It needed adjusting to the hotspot.
Okay.
So on the reward, Owen and Cassidy talk about going to the end with Gabler. I love when you see the final three talking before they get to the final three about going to the final three. That's always fun to me. Or when you see them like just sitting together, like in the kitchen of a
Yeah.
Big Brother house, you're like, whoa, you guys are gonna be the final two. You don't even
I
know
see.
it.
I didn't notice it because I didn't know who the final three was going to be.
Right. But I was like extra aware.
Mhm.
And we go to the vote. I think it's going to be between Jesse and Carla and Owen. Oh, this was very fun. We see a few of their fears. Owen's fear, he doesn't want to be a zero vote finalist. That
Mm.
ends up happening. Jesse's fear, I don't want to go out and fire. That ends up happening. I'm sure they say a lot of fears and just put in the ones that end up happening, but I thought that was pretty cool. Um, and
We
this
do
is
that
where
a lot here in rehab.
you talk about your fears.
Yeah, we talk about our fear.
Do you talk about like silly fears or real fears?
Real fear.
Like dying alone or snakes?
Yeah. Some people always bring up snakes, but
But then there's that one that's like trust. And you're like, whoa, you have fear of trust. Tell me
well,
about that.
all of us are just afraid of relapsing when we get out of here.
That sounds scary. Yeah. That's probably the
Yeah,
number one fear,
yeah.
actually. Probably silly to even ask about your fears when that's the number one fear. You're like,
Public
besides relapsing, what's the number one fear?
public speaking,
Is that
and
true?
in the world, the number one
Oh,
fear is public speaking, and the number two fear is death.
hmm. I feel like I could do the first one pretty easy, especially now doing the podcast. I feel like I literally wouldn't even care. I had a
You know how
public
my Sorry, go ahead.
in my like 1 year of college. One of my classes I took was a public speaking thing, and I wrote a thing about Allen Iverson, his bowling alley incident actually that was on the 30 for 30.
Nice, nice.
That's why that one was a little boring to me. I knew all that one. Anyway, you can
Um,
go.
no, no, you know how my friend Jason Anthony Harris, his like
Public
music
speaking.
project is called Public Speaking. I once thought I came up with why, and I was like, did you name it that because it's the number one fear, and then the number two fear is death? And he was like, no, but that's interesting.
That is a great reading into it. What was it? Why did he come up with it then?
I don't know.
Because your reasoning is perfect. Why
Yeah,
why that would
I
be
think
banned?
mine's better than whatever he could come up with.
Yeah, he was. What would be the other reason why that would be? It just sounds cool. It does sound cool. That is a great name, I think.
Yeah.
And a band called Public Speaking is also kind of funny. Welcome to the stage, Public Speaking. That's kind of funny. Uh, so it's oh, this is where Carla threatens Cassidy. Like, if you vote me out, I'm gonna tell the whole jury that me and James did everything in the
Yeah.
pre-merge and you
I'm
didn't
gonna
do shit.
poison the jury. And maybe she
Fuck
did.
you. Fuck you. She probably did, yeah. And but I thought that Cassidy, like, she made some really great moves where people like she got lucky, but everybody gets lucky. But she had a few good parts where she could have been voted out, but wasn't. And I think them after the Lindsay vote, they were concerned she might be a Lindsay 2.0. They talked about, but they didn't vote her out, and that's because of her social game and her devotedness. Is that a word? Would that be a word?
Devotion.
Devotion to them. Her selling the good, saying, "Hey, I'm gonna be with you guys," and they believed her. And I think that has to be a point in her favor. Um,
I think Cassidy played the best game of the final three.
good. I was worried I would have to sort of defend her.
No, I was really impressed with her end game, and I thought she dominated. Like, I thought she was gonna win 6-1. It,
But six,
Gabler,
it's how everyone felt in the moment. I remember like everyone was shocked. Nobody saw it coming. It was it was crazy. Um,
I said, was it last week? I thought Gabler was like perfect to take to the end
yeah,
because he
you
won't get
gotta
any votes.
don't lay down. I feel like you're laying on your microphone. Is your
I don't have a
microphone
microphone.
is your microphone not the headset microphone?
No, no, no. It's just on the computer.
Oh, well, when you lay down, it sounds really bad. This sounds much better,
Okay.
like elevated a little bit. Um, and also Cassidy somehow not being voted out when she's clearly the best physical threat. Like, why did they vote out Carla, who's falling apart? She's not going to win a challenge. I feel like that's
That's
very
true.
important at the end.
I think they're terrified Carla can dominate in the final tribal.
She can,
She's
but she got to win to
really
get there.
articulate.
Is she going to be able to make a fire?
Oh, you're probably right. I don't think so.
Come on, they were really underestimating Cassidy's challenge ability, and I think that's a check in Cassidy's favor. So shout out to her. We go to tribal council. This is where Jesse pulls out the idol, Janine's idol, says, "I've had it since Dwight went home."
And
Janine's
Janine's
jaw,
jaw
her her
drops to
bruised
the
jaw
ground.
is
It
on the
is
floor.
wild. Yeah.
It's crazy. I was hoping she'd
She
like put
looks
on some weight.
offended by this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's an awesome moment though. I was hoping she'd like start eating a lot in Ponderosa, but she still looks like she's on the island. She looks very thin still.
That's true.
She looks like just like out of stress. She just hasn't been eating or something.
Was it Sammy behind her that's like comforting her through this?
Could have been Sammy. Yeah, it's either Sammy or James. I feel like
Or
James typically sits behind her.
you know the part where they all like give their thoughts on the final three before the tribal,
Right.
like the jury, when they showed Sammy, he's wearing these very short shorts, and he has these very thick thighs, thick hairy thighs on Sammy.
Well, I gotta tell you, one of Sam
Gams.
one of Sammy's friends is on the new Big Brother season.
Really?
Mhm. I didn't know until after the episode. I was on Twitter and there were like photos of him and Sammy. And I think Sammy might have been a former cheerleader. So I think that he's got big thighs from lifting those
Mm,
women, possibly.
interesting.
Yes, yes. There we go. But I didn't know that until last night. So we go, I think we're at the vote. I don't know. Jesse, stands up, plays the idol. What are we at? Honestly, I forgot.
The final penultimate episode.
The Janine's idol. Yeah, he plays it on himself, and then the votes come in. Carla's vote. She wrote Ca
I know,
X.
and she crossed that out.
Jesse voted for Jesse, and her reasoning was she didn't want him to have a perfect game.
Yeah.
But did you catch this? Gabler did have a perfect game. Everyone was so worried about making Jesse not have a perfect game that Gabler got a perfect game.
Gabler never got a vote the entire time. I really do think like someone says this during the final tribal. They're like, didn't you not get a vote because no one saw you as a threat the entire time?
I think Cassidy is like, but did her counter to that because he says, "I never got a vote, but I want you to vote for me tonight." That's like a little joke that he has, and it was very
Right.
funny.
I mean,
But I guess not a perfect game because that means you voted the right way every time and you didn't get any votes against you. And I don't think you voted the correct way every single time.
is that a thing? People talk about that?
That is the
Who's
textbook
had a perfect game?
JT. I think Earl, Cochran.
Hmm.
I used to know it. I used to know it. Maybe Jeremy Collins, possibly. There used to be like five people, four or
What
five
Jeremy
people.
win? Game changers?
Second chances. Jeremy
Oh,
Collins? You forgot
Jeremy
Jeremy?
Collins won second chances?
He beat Tasha and Spencer, which we talked about earlier in this episode. Remember his wife Val was pregnant at home. He was like, "My wife's pregnant," and they all voted for him.
Vaguely.
Wow, that's crazy. You don't remember
I
that?
remember really liking that season.
Great season, top 20 season.
Yeah.
Yeah, still.
All right.
And then Chaos Carla,
Yeah, with a K.
the K, Chaos Carla, Carla. So see you later, Carla. Should have voted out Cassidy. Carla's not winning any challenges going forward.
Mm-mm.
And then we go to final immunity. Oh wait, I had to bring something up in one of the votes early on. Cody and Jesse were having a dispute. Oh, in the Sammy vote, Cody wanted Cassidy out, and he was like, "Nah, we got to vote out Sammy." And Cody said, "No, Cassidy is a physical threat." And I wanted to bring this up because Cassidy wins the immunities where both of them go home, where Jesse gets eliminated and Cody gets eliminated. So if they
Mm.
listen to Cody, those two could have been in the final three, possibly.
By the way,
I thought that was a really cool moment.
this final challenge, I think I could have won this.
Which one is this again? The bowls?
Where you go through the thing and then put the balls on top.
Okay.
I'd be good at this.
Okay. This one I don't really have a great feel for, honestly. I have good balance. I feel like I'd be good at that. I'm not very, you have to be like really long. I feel like that might help if you're tall,
I'm tall.
possibly. But the sticks are
How tall are you?
like 5'10, 5'9".
Oh, yeah, that's about what I thought.
But I'm not sure if the height would matter in this challenge or not. It's really speed and balance.
Yeah, balance is important, and just keeping calm under pressure.
Yes, a
Hmm.
good frame of mind.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I'd be good at this. So I forget where we were at. Oh, 15 bowls. Cassidy wins. Shout out to Cassidy. Her and Owen both win 3 immunity challenges. There's a moment where Owen slapped himself
I
after the
know.
challenge. That was a crazy.
Self-flagellating, self-harm. Like he really did it too. It wasn't just like
You're like,
like
pow.
you know how like
You saw his skull shake.
Cody Rhodes does a little punch on the chin. Like no, he wanted to hurt himself. He was
Cody Rhodes
so
punches
upset.
himself.
Yeah, Cody Rhodes does this thing.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Yeah, I did that. I was scared. I was like, oh my god, Owen. That was nuts. All right, so Jesse, he assumes he's going into fire. He starts practicing immediately, tries to convince Cassidy to go in against him, tells her, hey, you need this move. He turns out he was right, I guess. Like the jury said she needed it too. But she's like, no way. You're just trying to trick me. And Owen is like considering it. Do I need this move? I don't know. I might do it. But Gabler says, put me in, Coach Cassidy. And Cassidy, I like that moment where Cassidy's like, all right, let me watch you make fire. I really like
Yeah,
that from
I like
Cassidy.
that too. Cassidy, like she really was on it.
Yeah, that was really cool. And she like
Everything
she's
was intentional.
Jerry was just bitter. They were so fucking bitter. I'll tell you why I think that happened. Because in order for Cassidy to win, she had to like take some credit for a few moves, and people didn't like that. They didn't want to give her some like mastermind
Hmm.
credit. But
But
Gabler
it's because she's a woman.
and I think their egos were just too big. They wanted to be the star of the season.
If Cassidy's a man, she wins this season.
You are probably
If
right about
Cassidy
that.
is Jesse, she wins this season.
Oh, well, that's definitely true. Yeah. And but Gabler's his way of winning, he didn't take anything away from them. He was just like, I hid in the shadows. He's not like I took this move, I did this move. He's not like diminishing their game at all.
I don't think that's diminishing their game. Like to me,
It's diminishing their ego. It's hurting them.
it's diminishing their ego, which is really what it is. And I guess you can't do that. But I mean, at the same time, like I like to think if I like came out of Survivor and then someone was like, well, think back on that move you made. Like actually, like I'd be really impressed by that.
Right. Exactly.
I like to think so.
Yeah, you like to think so. You're not in the moment, but
Mm.
it also sucks when Cassidy's your friend and now you're Carla and you're like bending over backwards to not vote for her. That's so
Yeah,
dumb.
I
I'll,
know.
I'll, but other people didn't either, like Jesse and Cody. And I hated that moment at Final Tribal Council where they're like, actually, the Ryan vote was all us. Like we knew we were going to either vote for Ryan, but I still think that was dumb from them. Like they should have voted out Cassidy in that moment. And then Ryan's close with you because he doesn't have James anymore. Carla's all alone because she doesn't have Cassidy. That was a bad move from them. So I think people continuously made bad moves that benefited Cassidy. Something has to be said for that.
Yeah,
It's fucked up.
I don't know. There was genuinely an element of straight up misogyny in that vote.
Yeah, it was gross. I wanted to send you. I can still do it, I guess. Um, one of the great photos you can see in the moment Gabler standing up for the win, and their jaws are like a Janine moment. Their jaws are on the floor. They cannot believe that Gabler just beat them in the final tribal
Yeah,
council. It's incredible. You never see shocked faces like that at like sitting there on the stoop. It's
true.
amazing.
Yeah, even like everyone tries to make Pains just look like they're happy for the other person.
They
Like,
can't not
I mean,
hide this.
remember even like when Tina beat Colby back in Australia, like he stands up, like, yeah, go Tina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does an overboard where you clearly don't buy that he's that happy. It's very
Yeah.
funny actually. But
That picture's great.
it's
Cassidy's heartbroken. Owen looks shocked. Cassidy looks
he
heartbroken.
looks shocked in an amused way. She's shocked in a heartbroken way.
Yeah.
Cassidy bad moment though. She says she says it in confessional and at final tribal council. She says Owen winning fire wouldn't give him enough to beat me. Or might give him enough to beat me, but Gabler winning would not give him enough to beat me. And that is just an incorrect reading from her.
Yeah.
That's pretty
True.
bad. And her voicing that at final tribal is was I remember I was like, uh-oh, when she said that. Oh no,
Well, that's an overconfident thing to say.
didn't need that. Gabler, this was one of my favorite things he did. he says in confessional, we didn't get it the whole season. If he's going to win, he's going to donate it to charity. He doesn't even say that in his final tribal council. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I
That's
did notice
amazing.
that. But he says it afterwards.
But to not use that to like edge your winning argument and to just hope you're going to win and do it, I thought that was really admirable from Gabler.
I fully agree with that.
Yeah, that was really cool.
It would have been much grosser if he said it during Final Tribal. But so no one wins this season, really.
The troops,
The troops,
the
that's
ones
who
with
wins.
PTSD. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember a big take after the season being like, it sucks that our country doesn't take care of them. We have to have our survivor winner pay for their
Yeah.
treatment. How
Yeah.
bad is this country that that's where we're at? And that was like a real eye opener for me. Holy shit. Really, like the person who just won $1 million on a show had to donate it to the troops because our country doesn't do it. So we go to fire. Cassidy decides I'm going to take Owen to the three with me, Gabler and Jesse and fire, and 4 minutes, 9 seconds. And I thought you really felt Jesse's pain. Like he played a
Oh,
great season, but he still felt like it wasn't enough. And that sucks.
he was broken. Jesse was very, I don't know about rootable, but like I felt a lot of empathy for Jesse throughout the season. There was one moment during these episodes where he was saying like everyone says like it's not about the money, like
It's not
it's the
about the money,
experience,
money,
and
money.
he
We
says
don't need
like,
your money, money, money.
all right, he says the experience is great, like don't get me wrong, every Survivor player now is all about just, oh, I've wanted to be on Survivor since I'm a kid. This is a childhood dream of mine that I'm here. Nothing else matters but that. Jesse has the guts to say like, yes, that's all cool, but I have kids. I don't have a lot of money. I'm struggling.
But I agree with you. But I feel like he's talking like he's playing two different characters then because like one of them is like the triumphant like I was in a gang and now I have a PhD and a great life. And then the other one's like I'm struggling and I have to do this for my kids. Like which one is it?
it's not. It's both. He says that he has imposter syndrome. So it's like he really has gotten himself out of the gutter and saved his own life, but he there will always be an element of him that feels like a fucking broke gang member,
Right.
and he thinks like getting this money and being able to put his family on like a really solid footing
Mm-hmm.
would change his life and help him to be a more comfortable person in his own skin.
Right.
And
But he makes it seem like he's struggling, and I don't think that that's really the case
I don't think he's struggling, but I think he's struggling the same as any other person
mentally,
is,
maybe
where
mentally.
this amount of money will allow him to pay whatever debts he has, and so that he can be on solid footing going forward.
Right.
And he seems to really want that, and it's sad for him.
Mm-hmm.
And all that
It is.
money, I would rather him get the money than the fucking troops.
Same. Same. I didn't like that Gabler did that. Gabler, keep the money, Gabler. You fucking won the game. Um, but I do
How
think
much
that
is that really helping? Like, how much is that money actually going to
I don't know. He said like we're
troops?
gonna save some lives. I'm like, how much does $1 million go for a charity
What
like that?
is that going to save some lives, or is that going to buy like a pool table at a VA in Texas somewhere?
Mm-hmm. Well, that $1 million for a pool table, you
Well,
can get a pool
I
table
mean,
for like $1,000 or
I know it'll buy a few more things, but like,
10 pool tables
are we
and a
actually saving
pool.
lives?
Yeah, seriously, I wonder. Well, pool table, maybe someone wants to kill themselves, and they're like, "Well, I'll just shoot a few rounds of pool." And then by the end, they don't want to kill themselves. They realize the joys of life. You can play pool whenever you want
Could
to.
be, brother.
That's happened. Not to me personally. I don't. I mean,
Yeah, it really sounded like that.
I walk
Couple
out to get
couple
the
of years
gun, and then the
ago.
basketball's in the closet, and then I'm
Yeah,
like, "Oh wait,
yeah.
I can just go shoot some hoops."
Well, I can listen to some Taylor.
Exactly. That literally has happened. No, I'm just kidding. Or has it? I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So, final tribal council. Janine, I like Janine apologizing to Gabler. Like, I'm sorry, me and Ellie went through your bag. That was
Yeah.
that was wrong of us. Uh, we learned alligabler. Did we know that beforehand or no?
I don't recall. Well, I don't think he said
Okay.
it because there's that great moment where he compares himself to an alligator, and then a couple minutes later refers to himself as alligabler. That gets a big laugh from the jury. I think that's what gave him the win.
You might be right. Well, he opened it very good when he said, like, I have a perfect game, but I do want you guys to write my name down tonight. They immediately liked that line too.
Yeah.
That's that, and that is good. They were just really on his side. Yeah, that sucked. Noel, I didn't like. I feel like these people try to have these moments where they're like, I've been lying about my occupation. Now I get to reveal it.
I was a Paralympian.
She does that, and
Let
then
Jeff do it. I like when Jeff says like, "Hey Sammy, do you want to tell him how old you really are?" That was a good reveal.
but everyone has a reveal now. I'm over it.
No, I know, but at least like let Jeff do it. Don't be like the one like, "Hey, guess what? I'm not really a doctor. I'm a lawyer." Like, who cares?
I can think of two times it was ever shocking.
What do you
You know,
mean?
like the reveal part. Maybe did Tony reveal he was a cop? I don't remember.
I don't remember
That was
either.
probably shocking. But I could think of Derek Levasseur telling everybody that he was a cop after that they voted on Big Brother, and that was shocking. And then I remember Vanessa standing up and saying she was a poker player, and that was really shocking.
Consecutive seasons.
And then they were like, "This is a new thing. We love this." The
Yeah, you're
reveal,
probably right.
and it
Yeah.
never worked really that much since then. But
Yeah.
and then Jesse says, I told you I had a PhD, but I have it in political science and I study persuasion. So tell me your best moment of persuasion in the season. And that's when he like shits on Cassidy. Like,
Yeah.
actually, that was me and Cody that did that
And
move.
they're like this guy.
Fuck you,
Um,
dude.
but yeah, I mean, you're right. She reveals she's a fucking Paralympian, and all that told me was that non-athletes who have both their legs can beat Paralympians in athletics.
Wow. Wow. So even the best Paralympic, you sound like what, like even the best woman basketball player couldn't beat the worst man basketball player.
Caitlin Clark could beat me, but
Yeah, true. She's amazing.
listen, is that an edgelord opinion of mine?
No, no.
I
I think
just read
though a
a
lot of women could beat a lot of men in
I
basketball. I think
read
that's a
about
crazy
this
thing.
like championship women's soccer team that played a group of 15-year-old boys, like a high school soccer team,
Yeah.
and they lost like 30-1.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
I saw that recently too, a basketball thing. I don't know who it was, but some like just like a high school basketball kid beat a new WNBA player. Um, Pretty sad. I like Owen. He said, "I'm sorry, James, for that big blow up we had. That was my big regret of the game." And Cassidy says the same to Carla. I regret how we ended things. And by the way, Noelle's like saying she was a Paralympian was just like, so I know how impressive what you did was, Cassidy. Way to go. But she just like brought it up to like say way to go to Cass. I really hate that when the drop. But
Yeah, me
I'm just
too.
complaining.
Noelle's cute though. I think I decided like she's my crush of the season.
You ever been with someone uh with less appendages than you?
No, and I've always thought about it.
It's like a fetish you have. You watch like
Maybe a
wheelchair
little.
porn?
No, I don't. But like I remember when Paul McCartney, like I remember like when I was like in high school and Paul McCartney married this lady with one leg,
Really?
Heather Mills. Yeah, they're not together anymore. But I remember there was something intriguing about that to me. I
What
was like, I
about a
get it,
little
Paul.
person?
Um, I went on a Tinder date with one once.
Just one the one date. Didn't go
Yeah,
well.
yeah, it didn't. I would have liked to.
Was there a kiss?
No, no, we didn't have chemistry.
Damn. That's interesting. um I forgot what else happened. I guess that's it for the final tribal council. Anything else interesting happen you can remember?
Um, I guess not.
I like the voting. James votes for Cass with $2 signs.
Yeah, and that made me think like, oh, so it's gonna be close between Cassidy and Gabler because we didn't see Owen get a vote.
Didn't see
Uh,
that. But we saw Carla. Why did we see, of all the people for Gabler, why did we see Carla's vote for Gabler?
hmm,
That
it
should be
didn't
one like
occur
up
to
in
me
the
at the
air.
time. I don't know. She was so bitter about Cassidy. She
I,
never took Cassidy seriously as a player. She thought Cassidy was just like in her back pocket.
it's bullshit. I can't get over that. I'm so glad she was. If she was on 50, I would literally not watch. I would boycott
Bullshit.
until I got word she's eliminated. Uh, so this is what she said when she voted for Gabler. This was so hypocritical because her own game was the opposite of this. She says, "You were honest in a game of lies," and I like that. You were like the biggest liar and game player of the season, and now like you're bending over backwards and jumping through all these hoops to not vote for your friend Cassidy just because she outplayed you. It's
Yeah,
like the
out
biggest
and
ego thing.
outwitted and outlasted her.
She did all damn three of those things, and you can't
Yeah.
give her your vote. This was like the biggest ego thing I've ever seen on Survivor. It's bullshit. Besides maybe like Lex not voting for Rob, maybe.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was like his friend actually. Well, these are friends. I don't know. So we read the
But
votes.
but see, Rob he would have
This is a
helped.
great angle.
He would have helped Lex if he could,
If I can, if I
but
can,
I could not.
I cannot. Incredible, Boston Rob. Oh my goodness. I feel like I just see him sometimes like in ads now. I saw
Yeah.
Dylan Efron on like a Motorola ad the other day or something.
Really?
Some sort of phone ad. Yeah.
Rob's oldest daughter just celebrated her like 15th birthday or something. I saw that on
That's
Instagram.
crazy.
I know. There's a really cute picture of the whole fam
That's crazy.
in a
Their
pool.
names, they all have like the middle name Rose or something like that.
Yeah,
They all have
yeah.
like a
They
weird
they
thing.
all have super Italian first names and the middle name Rose.
Josiah Rose, or something like
Lucia. One of them's
Lucia
Lucia.
Rose,
Yeah.
exactly. The votes come in. Cassidy, Gabler, 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 and then Owen and Cassidy look over at each other in complete shock. And then
Mhm.
the winner of Survivor 43, Gabler. And then there's that image. I show the people that how incredible that image was. It's pretty unbelievable. You see Gabler standing up, Cassidy complete shock, and
Agape.
Owen in
Yeah.
complete shock. They're stunned.
Hmm.
Amazing. So there we go. I like the moment right as they're beginning to do the after show. Cassidy goes, "James, did you vote for me?" And James is like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Thank you." They hug. She just felt so lost, like everyone betrayed her. She was looking for her
Yeah.
one friend. You really feel for Kat, or at least I do. That sucks. And then we go to the after
I
show.
did too. I texted you. I said
Yeah,
she got hosed.
I know, but I wonder if I'm like just because I sort of have a crush on her, if I have extra. But I was happy that you felt that way. Do you like the after show?
No.
No. What did we learn? They basically say
We learned
Gabler,
that Owen says za.
Za. You think that was his first time ever, or that's a thing he does?
He said it twice.
It's a thing he does. Uh, their excuse was like Gabler gave us more at Final Tribal Council. We had a checklist, and Gabler checked off more stuff, which
Yeah.
is whatever. But how do they? I feel like that's impossible. Like, how do they all vote the same way? How do they all have the same checklist and they all view the same tribal council the same way?
Did the jury get to talk to each other? Like
Like
they
in
do,
the
right?
jury
They're at
house.
Ponderosa, right? So
Yeah,
like they probably had like the night before, they were like, this is what we need to hear from all of them. And like what they probably said about Gabler was, we need to hear that everything he did was intentional. This wasn't
hmm
accident. He didn't end up here. He needs to really own his game and the
and
strategy
that's
part of
true.
it. And then he did. And so they
What did they
got what they
want from
wanted.
Cassidy? What could
No,
Cassidy have
but
done?
I think they wanted to give the money to Gabler.
Right.
I think the idea was, look, if Gabler goes up there and is just like, "Oh, I can't believe I'm here, I'm in the fight," then we'll vote for Cassidy. But if Gabler seems intentional at all, then Gabler's getting our vote.
I think you're right. I think Gabler would have to lose it more than anything else because
Yeah,
Cassidy Like the alternative what Cassidy does is they want her to sound dumb. Which if you do that, then you're not fighting for the win. Then you're just like, oh, I'm here out of luck, which I guess that's what they want her to do. I really don't understand this. I want to like
Cassidy
listen to
was never
interviews.
going to win unless Gabler was just like, by God's grace and by the grace of Cassidy, I'm here in the finals.
Yeah,
Then they'll give it to Cassidy. But I think everything depended on what Gabler said.
right. I think that more than anything too. And Gabler, he tells everybody he's going to donate the $1 million. Everyone's completely surprised. I
Jesse
forgot
cries.
uh,
Oh no, not Jesse. That guy who I always forgot.
Ryan.
Yeah.
He is back there crying. He seems like a real sweet, empathetic type guy. Um, and then Owen said, "Hey, yeah, Fishback, Spencer, Tasha. I'm proud to be a no vote finalist. He can only name those seasons. He can. I'm proud to be like Dreams.
Oh, Dreams. Good one.
Can't think of the other ones. Who was the other one with Dreams? Earl Dreams. Cassandra, was that her name?
Yes. Good call. Wow.
That's incredible.
Yao Man, by the way, is another one of those right before the
Fallen
yeah,
Angels.
yeah.
And he lost a car, so that really sucks for the Owl
Mhm.
Man. Uh, we saw a deleted scene where Cody lost the Beware advantage, but then found it at a certain point. Or he
That
like,
wasn't a deleted scene. That was in the episode.
oh, I thought that was like an extra bonus
I
scene.
remembered that.
Oh shit. Okay, well that was fun. That was a fun part. We learned an email survivor shoutout at gmail.com. I was like, what the
Mm-hmm.
hell is that? I meant to email it, but I didn't do it. And then we see the first look at Survivor 44. I wrote gay dad climbing on a rock, falls off.
Nailed it.
Yeah. Meet former NFL player. He played for the
Oh
Seahawks.
yeah, that's right. Is it anyone I know?
I don't want to say. I don't
That
want to say.
wasn't like beast mode, was it?
No, Marshawn Lynch didn't make it. That would be hilarious. And then we get a NASA nerd. He's like, I work for NASA, and I build competitions in my backyard.
The Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, I'm looking
You
for
know, they're
my
making a
penny.
new Big Bang Theory spinoff.
No,
Yeah, it's all like the side characters from the Big Bang Theory, like all like the other nerds.
like those
Stewart.
actors are coming back.
Yeah, Stewart's the
What a
lead.
break for those
But
guys.
it's what they're doing, it's like Rick and Morty version of Big Bang Theory. So they're gonna be like it's gonna involve like alternate universes, and they're gonna meet like alternate universe versions of Big Bang Theory characters. It sounds like a nightmare. I'm gonna watch every episode.
No, you're not. I forbid it. My head hurts thinking about that.
Lauren Lapkus is on it.
Is she Penny?
No,
Oh,
she was like one of the nerds. I think she
Lauren
played in
Lapkus
one.
was on the show.
Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like a recurring character.
So wait, it's following like
So it's
Raj and those
Stewart.
guys?
No, not those guys. Like even the more
I
tangential
don't know what you're talking
characters.
about.
Did how much Big Bang Theory did you watch?
4 episodes.
Oh, then you won't know this shit. No,
Yeah.
there are a lot of like recurring nerds on the Big
I'm not
Bang
aware
Theory
of
that
this.
show up occasionally. There's like Stewart and Brian Posehn played one, and Kripke, who had a speech impediment, and all these guys are now going to be on their own show.
Patton Oswalt should be on there. He'd be good on the Big Bang Theory.
Well, Patton Oswalt
He's a
and
nerd.
Brian Posehn were both in the uh, comedians of comedy together.
Oh wow. Comedians of comedy getting coffee?
No, comedians of comedy was sort of like the white
That was a joke.
nerdy version of the original Kings of Comedy. It was four of them. It was Posehn, Maria Bamford, Patton Oswalt, and Zach Galifianakis.
Wow, what a crew.
Yeah.
It's on your head. I can see it. Oh.
Oh,
All right. So then we met Carolyn. And then Jeff at one point goes, stop the challenge. Medical,
oh
medical.
yeah. Yeah, someone was gonna die.
Someone's about to die. Pull a beast mode cowboy. And then
I was on the tribe for that.
Oh yeah, you talked about that. Was that
Mhm.
a one episode thing or how many episodes did you cover?
Just
Just
that episode.
was
Yeah.
it like live, like the
Yeah.
night?
It was like the week it happened or
Oh,
whatever.
that's exciting.
Hmm.
And then we get, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see Jeff. I can't wait to not eat, not shower, not brush my teeth, poop in the ocean. Bring it. And that's how we end it. What an
That's my winner
amazing
pick.
line. That's awesome.
Round guy.
All right, the brown dwarf. You,
Yeah,
according to
he's my
you.
winner pick.
Oh, I just kicked my cat. All right, awesome. What a great winner pick. Should I tell you his name or let you find? I'll let you find it out. Uh, his name's Jam Jam.
Is that true?
Totally true. And
Oh
it, but
my
it's spelled
God.
with Y's, like Y-A-M,
Yam
Y-A-M.
yam.
Yam yam. It's the best.
God bless him.
Yep. So that'll be next. Anything else you want to say? We were gonna do Big Brother, but we're gonna do that on Sunday. So
Stay
it'll
tuned. That'll
it'll be
go
here
up
before the
Sunday.
next.
I haven't been able to watch the premiere yet.
I wasn't gonna blame you. I was gonna leave it a
No, it's
mystery.
my fault. Like I could have watched it live, but I was at an AA meeting, which is probably more important right now for me. And
Disagree. Big Brother is more powerful.
and yeah, then I thought it was going to come up on Paramount Plus at some point because the Big Brother page on Paramount Plus said new season streaming July 10th, and yesterday was July 10th, but it never went up.
Yeah. Well, it's probably up now, so I'm sure right after this you'll be able to watch it.
Yeah.
But that'll be out. We'll do that before the next episode on Sunday night.
Yeah.
That'll be sometime between now and then. So that's it. Anything else? This was fun. I thought these last three episodes a good. I mean,
This
even though it was
was
a crazy, surprising, annoying ending.
these 3 episodes, specifically the last two, were
I agree. The Sammy boot was whatever.
the best of the new era so far.
Hmm. And it might maybe they were right. Bring Jesse back because he did a lot of those moves, playing that Cody's idol, flipping it on Carla, his
Yeah.
fire thing. Um, I agree. Good, surprising finish. Annoying, but entertaining to say the
Entertaining.
least. So we'll be back Sunday, and then
Nobody
we'll be
from this
back.
season's on 50?
Nobody. They didn't
Hmm.
want the stank of it.
Is
Sometimes
this like a really hated season?
people are annoyed by it.
People wouldn't have liked Cassidy or Noel or
I think people
Jesse.
Cassidy and Jesse and Cody
Yeah,
were the
Cody.
ones people talked about. And Noel, I feel like
Oh.
there was like a small group of
Yeah,
people wanting
there's a
Noel, but
few people this season I wouldn't mind playing
Owen
again.
people liked. I remember at the
Yeah,
time of this season, people were like, "Is Sammy the worst thing that ever happened to Xander?" But I still much prefer Xander over
Xander's
Sammy.
way better than Sammy.
I feel like Sammy, too much of his stuff was like, a 19-year-old, I'm gonna win his. It was too focused on like how his age, and I feel like he's like, I don't want to say like a toxic masculinity type of guy, but he sort of seems that way with all his
He's
like
just
Patrick
some
Mahomes
broccoli-headed
poses.
dummy. The fucking
Seems like a frat guy.
Xander's so much more interesting.
So yeah, and he dated Andrea. Sammy's never done anything cool like that, to my knowledge, besides being.
Andrea, she might have been at that RHAP.
I'm sure she was.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure. Sure, she was beautiful too. Her versus Parvati, who was better? Just kidding.
Parvati. Parvati was so memorable. It was like, wow, Parvati.
I can't
And she was wearing
imagine.
like a winter coat. Like it wasn't even like it was
What
just like
color? White.
no,
Parvati and white,
it
unmatched.
was woolen and it was sort of a light brown, like a tan.
Ooh, ooh, Parvati. She might be my number one crush of all time in my lifetime. It's
Wow.
bad. It's
Are
bad.
you
I
gonna read her
can't.
book?
When's that?
She wrote it like a memoir. It might be out now.
I
She's
might
been
do that.
promoting the shit out of it on Instagram. I've thought about reading it.
Oh, I'm like a third into the book of basketball. Not quite a third. I'm like 200 pages of 700 pages. It's very
Jesus.
long.
Yeah.
I know.
I read a baseball book like that once. The history of
It's very
baseball.
cool. I'm in like the a what if section. He's going through like the top 33 what ifs in NBA history.
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah. It's like chapter 4 or something. Uh, Anyway, have a great day. We'll talk Sunday. Anything else?
Nope. Hate one another.